Hey y'all, so yeah, sister is vlogging today, yes. So I was coming through to say hi and welcome to my channel. I have had some new subbies and I just wanted to say thanks so much for subbing to my channel. I can't pronounce the names and that might be something I do soon. So, do shout outs to my new subbies and say, to my new family and say, hey, how you doing? Whatever. So, anywho, I'm coming on today. Have y'all ever had like a hair day that today was like a horrible hair day for me? And what happened was I dyed my, not dyed, I rolled my hair last night, but it was wet. I didn't wash it. I was lazy last night. I was tired, had a lot going on because I usually wash on Mondays. Didn't wash last night, so I gotta wash tonight. But I washed my hair and just twisted it and rolled it, and I should have known better because my hair is like really, 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 really thick, right? So I should have known that it wasn't gonna dry. So I got up this morning and this stuff was wet. And if you're a natural hair girl, you know how it is when your hair is just coming out of curlers or whatever and it's wet. It just does not do right at all. So, yeah, I've been struggling today, but I was like, you know what? I had to go to the doctor today and all that good old stuff. So I was like, you know what? Whatever. It's just one of them days. I mean, hey, I had a bad hair day. So, yeah, anyway, I also wanted to talk a little bit about something that I haven't talked about, but I've been dropping little hints in there, here or there, whatever. But ladies and gents, I'm actually quitting my job. Yeah, I know. I think my last day may be Friday or I don't know, one day next week or something. I gave like a 2-month notice. But I'm going to say this. It comes a time in life where it's time for you to move on. No, I don't have another job or anything like that, but I'm going to tell y'all the truth. I have prayed like so hard that God would deliver me. I managed a call center for a large company. Great rapport with my people that report to me. Great rapport with my manager. I love my manager. But there comes a time in life when it's time to move and it's time to go and it's time to grow and you gotta just kind of just move. But this is one thing that I will say is that I've prayed for years that for God to just deliver me from this job. I've been thankful. I've been grateful. God made a lot of money, and a lot of people think I'm crazy to walk away from that kind of money, the kind of money that I was making. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you're not happy, sometimes your integrity is kind of sometimes called into question. If there's things that you don't agree with, and you're not going to agree with everything, but I'm saying when it gets to the point where it's like crossing the line on some things, then you have got to make a decision as to whether you're going to continue to go through it or if you're going to pray and let God deliver you from it. Notice I said pray and let God deliver you from it, because I would never encourage somebody to just move. I pray to God before I do anything really in life. I'm telling you, before I buy a car, when I get up in the mornings, just everything. And this has been no different, and I prayed for years and God didn't answer my prayers. He didn't tell me to move. He didn't say nothing. Okay. And this has been years and years in the making, y'all. I mean, I'm saying like, probably, and I say years, like the last probably about 4 or 5 years that I prayed for God to move me from this job so I wouldn't move myself. I continued to stay there. And things were just going crazy, very stressful, very stressful. I mean, like so stressful, y'all. And I was a divisional call center manager, still am until I, leave, a divisional call center manager. So it was a lot of stress, things coming at me here, there, everywhere. And so God spoke to me. I was in my office one day and God said, May. And I was like, May? So I'm still working, you know, just stressed out, still working. And God said, May. So it was March 13th because I was giving them a 2-month notice because, you know, because of my position, I felt like a 2-month notice was a great, you know, amount of time. So it was March 13th because I typed up my resignation and I was supposed to turn it in on the 17th. No, it was like March something, but I was supposed to turn it in on the 13th. Turning my resignation on the 13th. That's the date I dated for. It may have been like about 5 days prior to that. So I had my resignation typed up and everything. I kept holding on to it, would not let it go. I said, okay, God, I need for you to send me confirmation. So the confirmation started to come, and I was like, okay. I mean, just like God was, confirmations were coming, and they were coming, and I was still asking for more. Hard-headed. Now, God had answered my prayers, okay? But I was hard-headed, still asking for confirmation. And y'all, honestly, it was like God spoke to me and said, look, what else do you need? You know, and it was like an angry, and I was like, okay, God, I hear you. And just, y'all, stress, unbelievable stress. And the day that I handed my manager my resignation and my notice, y'all, it was as if a pressure, a relief just lifted off of me. Seriously. And ever since that day, I've been going to work, y'all. It has been more peace than I have known at that job, I know, in probably 8 years. And I've been in that job for 14 years. I'm walking away from a 14-year job, divisional cost center manager. But you know what? I'm walking away, stepping out on faith, independent, and believing in God. And I don't encourage anybody to make a move unless you consult with God and God gives you permission to do it. I would never have done this on my own. And I've found it through life and through circumstances. Anytime I move when God gave me permission to move or God told me to move, everything was fine. It worked itself out. So therefore, I feel good, y'all. I feel relieved. And my husband had been telling me for years to just leave. And I'm like, I can't just leave. I felt so much compassion for the people that I worked with and was so dedicated to my team. But the moral of this story is that if something's not working for you and you're stressed out, and pray to God to deliver you from it. And when he gives you the answer, then move. See, he gave me the answer and I stayed there because the unknown, I was, okay, God, I hear you. Yeah, this is what I asked for. This is what I prayed for. This is what I wanted. But it's still the unknown. But when God speaks, move. And I'm happy. I feel comfortable with my decision because, see, I know that I'm not just moving just to be moving. I'm moving so that God can open other doors for me, because there is something in the work that God has for me to do, but I could not do it in the position I was in because I was stagnant and couldn't move on. So God opened doors for me to receive what he has for me and for me to be able to move on. So I just want to encourage you that if something is stressing you out, weighing you down, pray that God delivers you from it. Because this is exactly, God is delivering me, but he's not delivering me to chill. He's delivering me for me to go to work and doing what he would have me to do. And I know that. So make sure that you get an understanding and that you know what it is that God would have you to do. And just step out on faith. Because that's exactly what I'm doing, is stepping out on faith. And I guarantee you, and I'll keep you all, posted and abreast of what's going on. Because when you step out on faith, God he won't lead you astray. So get permission from God to go in another journey, in another direction. And thanks so much for watching, y'all. Enjoy this beautiful day, and I will holler at y'all later. And I got to go do something to my hair too, y'all. All right. Peace.